Hi, welcome to HowtoDandD. My name is Fred Wheeler and I'm still on my phone. And this video today is going to be about how do you manage a total party kill. I've already done a video on what is a total party kill. I've done a video on why total party kills happen. And now we're finally getting to how do you actually manage that. So the very first thing you need to establish with your group is what is their preferred way of continuing the story if you have a total party kill. Make that part of your discussion at your session 0 in terms of death or character death, what you're going to do. If you have a discussion early on, that's going to help you figure out what to do and how to manage that situation should it arise, and it probably will. Given enough time, total party kills do happen. It's just part and parcel of playing Dungeons and Dragons 5e and any kind of role-play game to a large extent, although a lot of games like Fate have built in the concept that you're just out of commission for a while and then you come back into the story. And you could use the same approach with Dungeons and Dragons 5e or Dungeons and Dragons any version really. So here are the staple methods that people tend to use, and that is the party is captured and they're either in a prison or in cells, or they find themselves as slaves. So they might have died, but you've decided that somebody has raised them from the dead and put them into a prison, or they are slaves. So there's one. Then the most common one, that where people feel that when a total party kill happens, then the only solution is that we make new characters, and that's perfectly fine. You could go with, let's just make new characters and continue on from there. It's sometimes difficult for players to get their head around that, but some players like it, some players don't. Some DMs prefer making new characters, but it is certainly an option. Another one is just reset the situation. Decide, well, I didn't really want that outcome, I'm just going to reset the situation. I know a lot of people will say, well, that detracts from playing the game. There's no real consequences if you just reset the situation. But see, total party kills can happen for so many different reasons that are out of your control and out of the player's control. So I don't actually see an issue with just resetting the situation if you want. And look, if you know that you're looking towards a situation where you will have a total party kill and you don't want that to happen, then fudge the dice. I don't personally fudge the dice anymore. I'm not really particularly concerned about character death because I've found plenty of ways to manage it, and I don't get sort of hung up on these sorts of things. I just don't care, so I'm fine with that. So, but you can fudge the dice if you know you've only got one or two characters left and there's the last couple or one is about to die. Then just fudge the dice and have the monsters die, and you know, you don't have a total party kill. There's time to hopefully get everybody back up, or at least raise them from the dead, or reincarnate them, or revivify them, something like that. Another option is to simply have a powerful god, or a powerful cleric, or a druid raise them from the dead for whatever purpose. They might have a motivation that leads into another story, or continues your existing story, because sometimes we don't want to let go of our existing story because we're having so much fun with it, but raise them, use gods, use powerful NPCs. That's perfectly fine, use that. Just continue the game. They died. Just continue the game, but put them in hell or in heaven. It's fine. And you just run a different story for a little while. And maybe there's a way for them to get out of hell or heaven. And there's nothing wrong with doing something like that either. I have done this before. You can have a total party kill and just drop them in another world. And they're like, well, how come? We were dead before, now we're here. Totally different world. It doesn't look anything like it was before. What's going on? And you can lead them on a merry chase or a merry adventure as they try to figure out what happened. And it gives you time to figure it out for yourself, or tie it in some way. You can do this. I have done it. It worked fine. I think I used Beyond the Magic Mirror, which is based on the Alice in Wonderland adventure that Gary Gygax did years ago, and that was quite fun. It was really quite weird. It was like a dream sequence in some ways, actually. Another way is you can just have the group create a new party of characters to go and rescue their dead members from wherever they have gone to, whether it be in the ground or hell or heaven, or you get a new party at a higher level and they just go and find your party members that are dead and they raise them or reincarnate them or whatever, bring them back. So there's another way of dealing with it. Okay, dark gifts. Now, the Curse of Strahd is a brutal adventure. I've already done a video on that particular topic. There's no reason why you can't utilize the dark gifts that are available in the Dungeon Masters Guild website. I believe somebody put some together. There's a whole bunch of them. And these dark gifts are basically like curses. So you come back to life, but you are cursed. This can work really well too. And of course it would go for the entire party. An entire party cursed. Think the Black Pearl and Pirates of the Caribbean. These members didn't actually die, but they have the attributes of being dead. So yes, you can use that. Dark gifts. I've used this many times. Works great. Another way to get things moving again is, look, I just want to replay the situation, but I need a way of sort of making that happen. Use the oracle scene. So they all die, and then you have another scene play out where an oracle sort of talks to them and says, look, this is what was going to happen. These are the threats that you were facing, and you are able to sort of just turn the clock back. It didn't actually happen, and so you get to reset the game, but you use the oracle scene as a way of doing that. The other one, and I haven't come across this too much, but you just have them wake up, and for no particular reason, they're not captured, they're not slaves, but all their gear's gone. They just wake up and there they are. So those are a whole bunch of different ways that you can manage character death. Another one you could use is the Revenant. You could have them come back as a Revenant. Or even vampires or werewolves or whatever else if they get killed by those sorts of things. So there's a whole bunch of different ways for managing a total party kill. Look, I hope people found this useful. If you did, great. Like, share and subscribe if you haven't done so already. If you didn't like it, it's fine too. Look, make a comment below if you have any questions about how to manage a total party kill. I've had to do this quite a lot, which sounds really bad, but depending on the number of adventures that you run and the type of adventure that you run, you'll have more experience with this or less experience. I have a lot of experience with this. As I said, I don't have an issue with character death. It's not an issue for me. Okay, I just move things on. But leave a comment if you have any questions about how to manage the total party kill, and I will do my best to give you some answers. And till next time, keep rolling those 20s,